Hello. So I recently hit the 1,000 subscribers milestone. And in typical YouTube fashion, and I haven't done one for a while, I'm gonna do a Q&A. So I asked you guys for some questions on Facebook and Instagram, and I got way more questions than I anticipated. So it probably is gonna take 2 or 3 videos if I wanna answer all of them. So let's get into it. Apologies again if I pronounce anyone's name wrong, or just cause any offense. Okay, cnc.fs. If you had to forget one trick and learn one new one, what would you pick? I'd probably get rid of something that I don't do as often as I said I was going to, and that would probably be something like heel juggles. I told myself that I would learn them and I wanted to use them in shows and battles and stuff, but I just haven't, and my record's been 41 for years now. So I'd get rid of heel juggles, and if I could learn something, a new trick instantly, shortcut to J-stall. Definitely J-stall, that would save a lot of time. Caleb Day asks, how many times have you checked out another freestyler's balls? I'm going to assume you mean looking at their match balls, rather than in a medical sense, you might have testicular cancer. I think everyone does. I think it's just a habit. When you watch someone freestyle, you take notice of what ball they're using. I take notice of what shoes they're wearing as well, to be honest. Elijah_FS. Do you think that at any point in the future, no matter how far ahead, a 5 rev could be possible? Let's just concentrate on a 4 rev first. But to answer that, humans would have to evolve in a very specific way to favor this. We're talking thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of years into the future or something. At the minute, no 5 rev. But if it's an infinite amount of time in the future, then don't know, depends how we evolve. Would you rather combo Palais or slap Griffin Berridge with a Brillo pad? Am I saying that right? What's a Brillo pad? That does look rather tempting, but nah, I probably would rather combo Palais, unfortunately. I'll slap Griffin another time. Marcus FS asks, on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your favourite colour of the alphabet? Broccoli. Bukima_13 asks, favourite freestyle related game, e.g. blind hill game, trick. That's a nice question. For that, I'm gonna have to say, can you do better? So this game, I typically play as a warm-up. And it's really simple. It's just you do a trick and then the next person has to do the same trick that you did plus adding on one of their own. I like it when you are forced to copy awkward stuff that you never train and do exactly as has been done. I like that because it makes you sort of learn different kind of coordinations and stuff. Umar Daladi asks, how many women have you picked up without telling them you're a freestyler? So this is without telling them I'm a freestyler. None. Alex Trapnell asks, who is your favourite ginger freestyler? I don't know if he's strawberry blonde or if he is ginger, but it's gonna be Buds. Sorry, Alex. it just is Buds. Hugo Spellman, rate yourself out of 10 for how good you are at freestyle. That's a really tough question, actually. Well, I mean, I'm not a clown. I'm not a clown level freestyler. I'm not, Billy and Jezza. But at the same time, the chasm between me and those that I look up to and are better than me, the chasm is huge. And then in terms of analysing all my different aspects of freestyle, my lowers are okay, sits, nothing's clean. I don't know. I'd have to, if I'm being honest, I'd have to go for something like 5.5 out of 10, purely to exemplify how much better all the other people are better than me. Jamie Hewitt asks, most embarrassing freestyle related experience ever. Do you know what, for that one I think I'm gonna have to say it didn't even happen to me, but even just to be a part of it and witness it was still equally as embarrassing, and that would have to be on the cruise ships with Jamie McDonald. In one of our shows, Jamie went to do a Lemons Around the World, and it was just one of those unfortunate ones where it just truly and utterly just sticks to your foot and goes flying. And it's one thing making a drop in a show and stuff, but to have the ball fly off the stage and knock over this guy's pint all over him was absolutely priceless. But even though it wasn't me who did it, a part of me for some reason still just wanted like the ground to swallow both of us up. Just close the curtains there, end the show. That really was something special. Alright, Amelie. Humans are made to be omnivores, not herbivores. Good one. But obviously your body can adapt to that, so how long do you think it took for you to get fully used to it? Don't know, without getting too drawn into a debate on that, I cut out meat from my diet very slowly, like 2 years ago. I did a very kind of gradual weaning it out system, and in terms of like my body adjusting to that, it was like, it kind of wasn't really anything. But then going like one step further and basically going into a vegan diet, that's when your body definitely goes through some, you know, some strange and different processes. And for me, for it to kind of return back to some kind of element of regularity, I would say maybe about a month. But then even then it can still kind of get a bit disrupted, like when you're traveling. So then you're not eating like the stuff you would normally opt to eat, and then it kind of goes back into sort of doing different things, I think. Yeah, well, that was my experience of it anyway. Pretty gassy the first couple of weeks. Ahmed, Freestyle, any ideas for new tricks? Yes, tons. Genuinely, I can't wait to get back to Freestyle and make some of them a reality. My problem is well, I don't think genuinely people regard me as a very creative freestyler, but I can actually come up with some really good ideas. My problem is that I'm not disciplined enough to want to make them happen. I do get distracted very easily with just wanting to train lowers rather than spending. Sometimes I know it's just, you know, it's going to be hours upon hours before you get your cool idea and stuff, but genuinely I got a lot of ideas up here. Whale Ryman asks, how often do you train? How many hours do you train? Well, I'm not training much at the minute because of my ankle, but normally I'd say it's still a little bit sporadic, but I would say it's roughly 4 times a week, 2.5 hour sessions. I'd say that roughly. Edu Freestyle asks, hardest trick? Eclipse. Just Eclipse. Corvin Burnt asks, bullshit man or Doritos man? Now it's funny because I know you mean Nacho Man. I know you mean Nacho Man, and you still said Doritos man. He's referring to my 2 t-shirts, which he is a big fan of. I'm gonna say bullshit man. James Elliott asks, would you rather live in a supermarket with your most awkward ex for the rest of your life, or live without internet and your phone for the rest of your life? What a question. First of all, I've got to try and determine who's my most awkward ex. I don't know, the thing is with that question is like I have become, you know, quite dependent on my phone and internet and stuff for my life. Not necessarily a good thing either, like there's pros and cons to that. I suppose the defining premise for me is if I live in this supermarket, do I still get, you know, regular deliveries come in? So I get, you know, bananas coming in each day, because if so, then yeah, I could probably do that one. Go with the supermarket. Andreas Damanikis, what a name, asks, would you rather do sit downs for the rest of your life or uppers? That is an absolute no-brainer. Probably the easiest question I've had out of all of these. Uppers. Alright, I think that's enough questions now for the time being. We will pick things up again very soon, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See ya. Can't reach the camera to slap it.